shit too. You all was the one ever since my hair was me and my brothers be ballin' like all three. I can never leave my brother Mario Luke. I can tell the weather, but I can feel it in the air, rain coming soon. Oh, they talking hot, cool, and more vibe. Making shower on the block, no shampoo to the metal.
What the heck is going on with y'all? It's your boy Heck, and I'm welcoming you back to the Wat.Da.Hecpodcast, where basketball's on art and the court is like canvas. In this episode, we're going to be going over Tyrese Haliburton dropping 30 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Indiana Pacers has been a team that caught many by surprise, and Tyrese Haliburton has been hearing the overrated chants, and best believe he understands it now. I don't know what y'all did to turn him up, but he's been turned up. And now everybody got a problem. Shoot. As of recording this video, he hit the game-tying 3 against the Knicks. So it's going to be interesting to see how well Tyrese Haliburton plays against the Cavaliers. But hey, before we get started, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And with that, let's get straight to the action. Right, Tyrese Haliburton is a 6'5" point guard who's a pass-first point guard and who has been the driving force of the Indiana Pacers' success. He kind of reminds me of a more offensive, dynamic Lonzo Ball or an off-brand Steve Nash. But he's a little bit of a better scorer than Steve. His game is primarily him scanning the court, running the ball, getting the team involved, and scoring in a pinch when he has to. So let's talk about his strengths. Elite court vision. He puts the P in pass first point guard. He kind of reminds me of Chris Paul with his ability to facilitate, make the right decisions, take care of the ball. But he's a lot taller. Also, he doesn't really have the burst that Chris Paul had, but it's a similarity, but not like apples comparison. His shooting. This season, he shot 38% from 3, but I'll be the first person to tell you, his jump shot looked crazy. It looks painful to watch. I don't know how it worked, but it go in. But hey, as they always say, if it's broke, don't fix it. He shot 38% from 3, and 1 year he shot 40% from 3, so you cover the results. 3, size. He's a 6'5" point guard, so he can guard 1s, 2s, and 3s in a pinch, but he doesn't really have a good frame for it, which goes in transition to his weaknesses. Frame. He's very skinny. When he came into the league, he weighed about 190. He doesn't look any bigger than that. While I would say frame is very important, frame is one of those things where if I'm driving to the cup and I'm very, very skinny, I can get moved off my spots. Versus if I am 220, if I want to go in a straight line, there's physically nothing that you can do to force me off. If you're not very strong yourself, there's physically nothing you can do to force me off my line. 2, scoring. Sometimes I feel that Tyrese needs to sit there, needs to balance out. I need to put my head down and get a bucket versus letting the offense flow. Because sometimes, even though he do get his teammates involved, there's going to be some games in which he needs to score 50 for them to win. And if you are sitting there waiting around for people to look up to score for you to get the game going, it's not going to work. 3, struggles with creating his own shots. Now, minus the game winner that he is, Tyrese Haliburton is not really an off-the-dribble type of player. He's more of an off-the-catch type of player. Now, he's quick and he can get downhill. But if you need him to do a great separation for his shot, he can't really do that. All in all, Tyrese Haliburton been the major reason why the Indiana Pacers are in the conference finals. And depending on how well he plays, he could take the Indiana Pacers to the NBA finals. With that, let's get straight to the action. This is going to be zoom action. He's going to hit Miles Turner in the post. He's going to set a down screen from Tyrese Haliburton for him to catch it off a handoff. Now he got DeAndre Hunter on him. He's going to bait Hunter into the screen. He's going to reject the screen. Push cross. Has these side steps. That jump shot look ugly. Hunter is there on that, but that's a good shot. Boom! When you're playing with a good point guard like Tyrese Haliburton, all you got to do is get out and run. And you will be wide open. Siakam, because Aaron Nesmith, because of the gravity that Tyrese Haliburton has, he runs to the 3-point line on the wing. He's going to get it right there. Boom! Okay. Now this is a ball reversal. Siakam went to Nesmith. Nesmith went to Hallie. Nesmith had a screen for Hallie. I don't know why Jared Allen's playing this low. This defensive miscommunication happened because I think Garland's expecting them to switch this, but you don't get the message. Okay. Now this is called. Now these moves right here, this is called window dressing. He's trying to set up a move, so he's gonna go between behind, then do his move. Why he does that? He's trying to lull him to sleep. I will sit there and say this to all the young players out there. Just because you see NBA players do this doesn't mean they give you an excuse to take 10, 5, 20 million pounds, isolation pound dribbles in one spot and not do anything. Side step, good shot, boom! Tyrese Haliburton hits Nembhard on the wing. Now what's going to happen is he's going to receive a flare screen from Siakam. Jared Allen does not communicate this well to Donovan Mitchell. I don't think they're switching this because this is the second time something like this happened. Nembhard hit the swing pass. Good shot. Boom! Now this is what happens when you let guys get too many wide open threes. He's from the logo with it. Cash. First things first, Nembhard hits a skip pass to Tyrese Haliburton. Ironically enough, this miscommunication happens because he has Pascal Siakam cutting to the rim. Does it back, he gets it back. How y'all leave him wide open, bro? He's been baking you the whole entire game. On fake. Boom! Tyrese Haliburton gets the ball at the half-court line. Mobley is looking to trap this. He sees this early. He hits Siakam. Siakam has a mid-range pull-up. Swish. This is what happens when you ball watch. The whole entire the Cavaliers are all focused on this action right here. But they forget about their most important thing is their man. Tyrese is going to sit here, relocate to a spot where he can get the ball and hit a wide open three because they're so focused on everybody else. He forces DeAndre Hunter to close hard, pump fakes, straight to the rim, good floater. When I originally thought that Oak Top was going to use it to cut hard on this to get a lot. But he waits for he's in the passing lane. He does a jump pass. Rule number one for a high school level hooper, jump passes will get you benched. Now, I will sit there and say this once, and I will sit there and say this again. You don't jump to look for a pass, you jump to find an angle for a pass. Meaning, he's jumping because he wants to make this angle for Obi Toppin. But he has a backup plan, which is 3 right here. What happens is young players have a bad habit of doing this. They make a jump pass, it's not there, boop, travel. Jump pass, hits the cutter, good dunk. It just Ty Jerome opening up way too much. Right? He's over aggressive, he's giving him too much of his left hand, so he just takes it. Bounce out, as he goes. Good. One thing I want you to put detail on this, look, this pass fake right here, it's to freeze this man right here. If he commits to Tyrese, he hits the guy in the dunker. If he stays with his man, he's just going to go up. He does nothing, goes into his chest, good layup. He got Ty Jerome on him, he's crowding his dribble. Push cross, goes into the screen. Now he sees the gap, so he's gonna do a low gather to split this gap. 1, 2. Now, pick and roll. Donovan Mitchell leaves his man, which is Nembhard, because he's so focused on getting over the screen. He hits Nembhard wide open. Alright, Tyrese Haliburton in transition. Now what he's going to do is he's going to take a Euro step because that's where his space is at. Honestly, I don't know why he goes to Euro step. I would think he would try to finish with his right hand, but that's neither here nor there. Euro steps, got fouled. It was. A couple things to take away from this. One, Tyrese Haliburton has been on a tear in the playoffs of late. He's been the reason why the Pacers are going as far as they've gone. A couple things. One, do I think he can keep it up? Absolutely. I think the Pacers have a good chance to beat the Knicks. Honestly, I would like to see the Knicks in the finals. But I'm from New York. But I think the Pacers have a good chance to beat the Knicks. But I know for a fact this series is going to go 7. But my question is, can Tyrese Haliburton keep it up? Because I know for a fact Jalen Brunson's going to bring it. And we're going to sit there and see who was the best point guard in the East after this series. But hey, man, let me know how I feel about Tyrese Haliburton in the comment section below. But with that, thank y'all for tuning into the What the Heck podcast. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know the drill. We turn down. Also, please excuse the background noises in the video because, as y'all may or may not know, I'm currently on the move, so my Wi-Fi been in and out of my apartment in my new house. Record this one in the shade video. If y'all watch this far, y'all gotta spoil it. I'm recording this one in the shade video from in front of Starbucks. You gotta get it how you can get it. But anyway, we turned down.